Hello everyone, hope you are doing well. Welcome to the sixth lecture in the series in which we are making a notes app, and in this video we will implement that how we can pass data between screens from our new note screen to our previous screen. And actually this would be go back from here this time, and the code of this lecture should be the initial code will be in the branch lecture 6 underscore initial, and the final code would be in the lecture 6 underscore final branch. So let's start with this, and first of all we need to go to our add node screen. And here we need to call this navigate back method and passing the node model in it, and we are calling this from the events which we are having from our view model. So in our view model, whenever when user click on back button, this back button, then what we will do is we create a node model which contains title and description, and currently we are handling only the new nodes, so the id would be -1. And next we need to navigate to back screen and also pass this node model to that previous screen. And this is the event that we are passing to our to UI, and on UI side we are listening those events and calling this navigate back method. And now we need to pass this node model to our navigation. So here we have our new node, and we need to pass this to our previous screen. So for that we need to convert this into a string, because we cannot pass this object as it is. So what we will do, we will convert this into JSON, JSON str. For that we need a library JSON, so we will need to copy this one and paste it in our project. And sync the project. Okay, so after the synchronization we come back to our main activity and convert our node model into JSON. And now we need to pass this JSON string to our previous screen. So for that we will access our nav controller previous backstack entry, which is referring to the previous screen stack entry. Okay, and now we need to get this string from on our previous screen and pass it to our screen. Here we will call current backstack entry because we want to know information about this current screen. And actually we need to call by using this technique. Okay, so we have this, and next we need to pass our new node JSON str to our home screen. Let's make this variable as JSON dot value, and it can be nullable, so add question mark here, and in our home screen we will create a new parameter, and it should be nullable because we are getting the value which can be null. So now when we receive any value against new node parameter, then we want to add this in our home screen data listing. So for that we will use launched effect here, and use for key we will use new node, and in this first we will check if new node is null or empty. Then we don't want to do anything, otherwise we want to convert it into object. And now we need to pass this new node object to our view model. Save node and pass new node object, and we need to create this in our home view model. Here we will create a method named as save node, pass the new node object in it, node model, and we want to add this in our array list. And okay, so this is the flow. So the reason why we are using this launched effect function to call this save node method is that the home screen is a composable function. So whenever any data changes in our screen, then this code of block is call itself to re-render the URI to reflect the new changes on the screen. So if we don't use this method, then this code of block will be called on each recomposition. So what we want to do is that whenever any new node come in our parameter and it's not null or empty, then in that case we want to call this method. So that's why we are using launched effect function. These functions are also named as side effect function in the in Compose. So let's run the app and see effect that is that our list is updating with the that new node. Okay, so next let's add new node. And tap on back. Actually tap on back is not working. We need to go to our main activity, and here we have passed our new node into previous backstack entry, but we haven't go to our previous screen. So for that we will do nav controller dot pop backstack. Another thing that we need to do is that in our home screen we have a long list of items. Let's say here we have long list of items, so let's initially show only 3 items in here, so it will be easy for us to see the reflection that when the new node will be added in the list. So for that we will go to our dummy nodes and show only 3 nodes initially. Okay, and now run the app. Okay, so let's add the new node. And click on this back icon, and okay, so we are navigated to our previous screen, but our new node isn't reflected in our UI. So we have implemented all things correctly, but to verify that is our save node method is calling whenever user click on back icon of the new node screen, then we want to verify this here. So for that we will show a log here and print the value, and let's run it again and verify that. Okay, so now let's add new node. Press the back icon and still not see any effect here. So let's see the logs and refresh it. And okay, so in our logs we are seeing that the save node method is calling and our new object is printing here, but not reflecting on our screen. So the reason for this is that the list that we have used in our UI is not does not have any observer pattern to know that how UI will know that if there any item is added or if there any item changed in this list. So for that, simple array list won't be help us to achieve this thing. We need to convert this into mutable state list of, and in here we need to pass a define not model and apply and add our dummy nodes in this list. Need to remove this one and make this one public. Okay, so now we make this our list observable. So whenever any item added in the list or any item updated in the list, then our UI will be reflected. UI will know that there are new items have been added in the list, and this loop will add new item in the UI to represent. So let's run it again and test it. Okay, so let's add the new node here. And okay, so now our new node has been reflected in UI also. So this is because our list is observable. So let's add another node. And that node is also reflected in our UI. So this is it for this video. In this video we will see that how we can pass data between screens, and in this video we have passed new node information from our add new node screen to our previous screen, home screen, and update the listing to represent the new node in the UI. So this is it for today's video. See you next time. Bye.